being a single mom isn't easy. My days are a whirlwind of getting my son ready for school, working a full shift, running errands, cooking dinner, and making sure homework gets done. By the time the evening rolls around, I'm usually so exhausted I can barely keep my eyes open. I try my best to be attentive, to listen to his little stories about school and his wild imaginings about dragons and pirates, but sometimes I feel like I'm just going through the motions. Lately, though, his stories have taken a darker turn. Not dragons or pirates, but shadows. "They don't like me, Mommy," he said one night, clinging to my arm after I tucked him in. "They want to get me." At first, I thought it was just a phase. Kids have overactive imaginations, don't they? I told him there was no such thing as bad shadows, that he was safe in his room and I was just down the hall. But it didn't help. Every night was the same. I'd put him to bed, and within minutes he'd come running to my room, wide-eyed and trembling. "The shadows are moving," he'd whisper. "They're looking for me." I tried everything. Soothing bedtime stories, a playlist of calming ocean sounds, even a small dose of melatonin. Nothing worked. He'd still end up in my bed by midnight, clutching his blanket like it was a shield against the darkness. I was frustrated, but also guilty. Was I not giving him enough attention? Was he acting out because he felt insecure? I'd heard somewhere that nightlights could disrupt sleep, but after weeks of his bedtime anxiety, I decided it was worth a shot. If it gave him even a little peace of mind, it would be worth it. So I bought a small, plug-in nightlight shaped like a smiling star. It cast a soft, warm glow, not too bright, but enough to keep the darkness at bay. "Look," I said, crouching beside his bed as I plugged it in. "See? No more dark corners. The light will keep the shadows away." He looked at the glowing star and then at me, his small face still hesitant but a little less tense. "Are you sure?" "I promise," I said, kissing his forehead. "Now get some sleep, okay? The shadows can't get you now." I turned off the main light and stepped into the hall, relieved to finally have a solution. But as I turned back to glance at his room one last time, my breath caught in my throat. The hallway was dark except for the faint glow spilling out from his nightlight. But there, just beyond the edge of the light, they stood. Shadows, darker than the surrounding darkness, with shapes that didn't belong. They didn't shift or flicker like normal shadows. They waited, motionless, yet somehow menacing. Watching. I froze, my heart hammering in my chest. I didn't dare move, didn't dare breathe. The soft glow from his nightlight didn't seem comforting anymore. It felt like a fragile barrier against something far more sinister. I'd put a nightlight in my son's room to keep the shadows away. Then I turned and saw they were now standing in the hall, waiting.